It's Hot 97, number one for hip hop. It's TT. It's Tapping with TT, and my special guest tapping in today. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hi, I'm I wasn't expecting that. Hi, I'm PinkPantheress.
PinkPantheress. She's here. She doesn't do much interviews. No. So I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for stopping by this show. I was like doing my research on you prior to you getting here. From day one, I've loved the record, but I noticed that you don't do many interviews.
Yeah, no.
Is it that you're shy?
I don't have much to say. And it's like, because it's just like, I feel like my personal life is like, is personal. Like, that's exactly what it is. And therefore, when you kind of share things about your life and people misconstrue things and people just, it's like people, maybe they might be like, why does she talk like that? Or like, why does she do this? And that's like, I don't want to explain it. And therefore, that's why I kind of try and like, also plus an interview, sometimes you have to lie because you don't want to say your actual opinion. I don't like lying.
Well, here's the deal. You don't have to lie on this show, okay? And you can absolutely say, you know what? I don't want to answer that fucking question because it's personal, okay?
Thank you.
You can 1,000% be yourself in this interview. Okay. And you know what? That's the one thing I love about you.
Oh,
is that I can tell you're just yourself, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I know when you have such a massive record, right? People will say, well, now you got to do this and now you got to do that. And like, it changes, right? From when you first started.
Oh, yeah, it does. But I feel like, I mean, even from the beginning, it's like people were trying to, it's always been the case where it's like, oh, this song did well, like you should do this. Some of the things I do, obviously I love doing like, things like, I mean, over time, I've grown to like doing magazines and stuff like that and photo shoots and stuff. Interviews kind of for me remains the same though. I'm just kind of like, once you say one thing in an interview, it's like, unless I get married or have a kid, I don't know what's going to change for me to say. I'm not even joking. That's the thing. I'm being so serious. So I guess the only thing that I like about interviews, I guess, really, I mean, as much as I do also have fun with the host sometimes, so obviously you seem like a lovely person, so I'm sure you're going to have fun. But as in, like, I like being able to talk about the song at the point in which, so for example, Boys Are Liars, the song, so I like being able to explain kind of the origins and like what led up to it and stuff. So that is one thing I like about interviews. You can kind of deconstruct the song. Yeah. And kind of explain to people more about how it came about.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm cool as fuck. So yes, we can definitely vibe after this interview. You know what I'm saying? Go get you drink? No. Are you old enough to drink?
Yes.
Okay, we can go get a cocktail and like we could totally kick it after this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's talk about the song because the first time I heard the song, I'm like, she's goddamn right. Boys are liars. But break that down for me. Was it like a situation where you was like, yo, like, dude, you're a fucking liar?
Oh, well, it's just I say this, it's like, yeah, it's like yes and no. I feel like I was like making the song because the melody was there, and I was like, okay, yes, I've been lied to by everyone, but yes, it has also been a boy at some point. So therefore, me singing this lyric right now is real life. It's a fact. I have been lied to by a boy, and then, as I keep saying in other interviews, like it actually did happen where I had then been lied to by a boy only after the song had come out already. So then I was like, right, well, now I'm just doubling down. Like the fact that it actually happened to me now is like, okay, like this song actually was like, it needed to happen. And I keep saying as well, like, I feel like I manifested the light into my life with the song.
Do you care to share what the lie was?
No. No, please never again.
So what happened with the boy after he told the lie? Did you officially like cut him off and be like, nah, I can't be around you?
Oh, no, you never do. But you no. But like, I just think like, honestly, I feel like everybody, it takes people sometimes up to 3 times before they learn a lesson, which is annoying, but when you're my age, like when you're young, obviously it's like it takes like a good few times before something really starts to like, you notice a pattern and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm going to stop now.
The first time you're like, yeah, okay, I'm going to let you slide. The second time you're like, bro, you really did it again? And then the third time it's like, nah, I'm out of here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I'm surprised because your birthday's in April, right? Mm-hmm. You're Aries. Yeah, I'm surprised that you take 3 times because Aries don't really be having Aries be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, well, it's true.
But one thing about Aries I will tell you is that you guys are a lot of fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My makeup artist is an Aries, and she's like the life of the party. She likes to have a good time.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's true. Yes, okay. I feel like there's 2 different sides. I feel like there's part of me that's like, yeah, I feel like I could be that person. There's part of me that's like, I don't know if I am. As an Aries, I don't know if I represent the Aries race very well.
No.
So I don't know.
Okay, but they're also very dependable people.
Dependable on other people?
Yeah, like I can depend on you.
Oh,
like,
as in you can depend on me as an Aries?
As an Aries.
Oh. No, you couldn't.
No.
No, again, it's like case by case. Like, yeah, I could definitely look after your dog type dependency if that's what you want.
What do you like to do for fun outside of music?
Escape rooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was literally just saying to yesterday, like last night, I was like, I love doing like puzzles. Like, I don't know what it is. I just love when I'm on a plane, I even download escape room apps.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of sad.
New York has a bunch of escape rooms here.
I know, but I get embarrassed when I ask someone I just know they don't want to go. It's embarrassing me. I was like, I just don't want you to think I'm weird. So I just kind of like wait until I know that I'm with someone that's gonna like be down.
Yeah, like that's gonna be down. I always wanted to do one, by the way.
Have you never done one?
I've never done one. I wanted to take my son for his birthday last year, and he was like, "Mom, that's corny." I'm like, "Bro, just try it with me. Maybe that can be our thing. Me and you can do
a cocktail in an escape room.
In an escape room.
We could do that.
What is it? Is it the thrill of like trying to figure it out?
I think it's the thrill. I think it's also I like feeling smart, even when in an escape room, it's like, I don't know, I like the facade that I know exactly what I'm doing. I think it's because I like Sherlock Holmes. And I just think I like seeing like puzzles being solved. It's also satisfying, so.
Are you one of those people who love to watch like crime shows like the ID channel when you have some downtime or solving mysteries, stuff like that?
I actually don't know why, but I actually don't. And I really, really wish because everyone asks me that because it would seem like I would. No, I don't even think I do. And I think it's because like, I don't know, when it's not fun anymore once it's real life. Like you need the delusion, like you need the fantasy. I can't, if it's real life, it's like, God, it's actually quite morbid, quite sad.
So I read something that was very interesting, right? About your family. Your father taught statistics. He was a professor that taught, recently I graduated from college. That was the toughest class on the planet.
You did statistics?
Yes!
That's such a hard class. Oh my God. I've never taken a class in statistics, but like.
Oh my, when I read that, I was like, bro, how smart. Like her dad must be to teach that. It's so hard.
Wait, so you graduated in statistics?
My major was business management and international business.
Yeah, but you need to do that.
I needed to take it as a part of a graduation requirement. Yeah. I ended up passing with the A.
Oh, amazing.
But I ended up passing with the A, but I had to hire like a geeky high school kid
to
help me because it was so hard.
No. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I remember when I remembered never to ask him again what he did after I saw him like writing like letters. And then me being like, what are you doing? And he said math. And I was like, that's not even a number. That's a letter from an alphabet. I was like, I'm not asking him again. I don't care anymore.
But you went to the University of London, right?
To do art.
To do film.
So not even close.
But was your dad okay with it though? Like, was your family okay that you didn't like take the traditional like statistics?
No, I think my dad wanted me to be more academic. But I will say like, I think as long as I hope that I feel like their whole thing with me growing up was kind of like, okay, we don't know where she's about to go, but I feel like they kind of in their body or brain knew that it was going to be something that ended up being like working out.
Yeah.
I feel like that was my whole thing. I could work something out every era of my life, whether I was 6, 12, 14, 21. I just worked something out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's interesting because I also read that you were part of like a lead singer, like a rock band or like a band or something like that.
Yeah. When I was like 14, 15, 13 maybe. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, what was that like for you?
Well, I could, so, one, I could sing, but it wasn't the best thing in the world. I was writing the songs from scratch. The songs were pretty good. Now I look back for how old I was. And then one thing I remember was performing live. I couldn't look anyone in the eye. I'd look down the whole time, like to the floor, like that, while I sang.
Because obviously intimidating.
Because I was scared,
Yeah.
It was nerve-wracking. And that's kind of why when I started doing live performances now as an adult, it's kind of like, I remember thinking like, I'm never going to be on the level where I can just like look people in the eye or dance. I remember thinking, no, it's going to be impossible. Then, slowly as time went on. But yeah, I was a kid. I was actually in a band.
You could be like the Marshmallow Head person and the girl, what's her name? Sia, who wears the mask over her face and never perform in front of people, never show your face.
But the thing is, it's not even the showing of the face. It's like, my concern is more how I sound on stage. That's my thing.
Yeah.
The look is fine. Like, you can look at my face and like, I mean, this is how I feel now.
Yeah.
Nowadays, my whole thing is like, okay, I can't dance too much because then I'm not gonna be able to sing properly. And
can you dance? Can you hold a little one too?
No, absolutely not.
me either, girl. I got 2 left feet. I'll be trying.
I've got a white dad. So, but I was gonna say like, because my songs are so hard to sing. That's one thing that like I feel like people don't realize sometimes is my songs are so hard to sing because not only are they high pitched, but they're like also like the melodies are going all over the place. So it's just like performing live is definitely a chore for sure. But when I was a kid, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like when I was a kid, I could sing fine on stage. I just couldn't look at people when I was flipped over. Like,
now you're okay.
Yeah. I can look people right. I look at people in the eye actually nowadays.
So tell me about the recording process with your songs. Like, do you sing the melody first? Do you get in and hear the beat? How do you actually orchestrate the music?
It's just, I feel like I just listen to the beat. I take it into my app. I have an app on my phone which pitches things up and down. I take it to like whatever pitch I want. I write on it there. I'm a melodies person more than a lyrics person. Lyrics come like after melodies, and then the song will be finished in about an hour and a half.
Wow, that's pretty dope. That's
a quick turnaround.
Yes. Yeah, that's really a skill
Because
set.
if you spend too long on it, then you just ends up sounding actual garbage because you're overthinking it at a certain point, You just need to kind of go with what your brain tells you initially,
Yeah.
That's why.
So growing up in London, was American music like something that you like listened to, was influenced by, or mainly you were influenced by the artists you grew up with in London?
I was influenced by definitely some UK artists for sure, like Lily Allen, people even like Amy Winehouse, obviously. But this is like 2006, 7, 8. And then I feel like there got to a point when I was in my teenage years where I just started listening to way more like American stuff. All of a sudden, like before it, I wasn't listening to I didn't know anything about any American music at all. Apart from like the hits like Beyonce, obviously, like Rihanna and stuff. And then when I was 14, I just started listening to like a lot of like rock bands and stuff, and a lot of just completely different
genres
of music that I was not. Because beforehand, I think a lot of people think that British people mostly listen to American music, and that is the case for sure nowadays, I guess. But back in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, those were like, I was listening to pretty much only British music. Because I didn't use YouTube. When YouTube came around, it was like different for sure.
Yeah. Because you were exposed more when YouTube came around. You could
look up things like,
Yeah. So I read also too that you took piano lessons.
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
Yeah, I'm like, I reckon I'm about grade 7.
Okay. That's not bad. 7.
No, well, grade 8 is the highest, so yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7 out of what? 8? That's pretty good.
But I said I think I am. I don't know if I am. So therefore, it honestly, like, it's something which, like, if there's a piano in front of me, you'd have to be the one to judge or assess. Like,
Yeah.
Especially with nails, it's not happening. So, but yeah, like, I do play piano, yeah.
Any other instruments you play?
I tried them all. I tried bass, I tried drums, and I just stopped going to the lessons after a while.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know. I think they're just too difficult. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Piano is, do you play an instrument?
I don't play any instruments.
Okay.
My son plays the drums.
Sure.
I sampled a little bit, but I was more of a sports girl. Like, I played basketball, soccer. Now I'm trying to learn how to play golf, and that's just been horrible for me.
That's so funny.
The stick, I can't even hold the stick. You should see me. I look crazy. But no, I'm not really an instrument girl. But my son, he can do it. But I can hear.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell people, oh, play it like this, or this sound. I can A&R a project without playing an instrument. Like, I could hear, like,
plenty
put a
of-
drum here, or
Yeah.
you know, et cetera, et cetera.
That's how a lot of people do, like, kind of stuff like that. Like, yeah. But I feel like if you work at a radio station, you kind of naturally have an ear for that anyway. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. But yeah, instruments are quite it's like, I always say to myself, like, if I didn't do it as a kid, I don't think I ever. It's kind of like learning a language. Like, it kind of like, while your brain is still soft, it's like, it's a good thing to do to kind of learn it then as a kid.
Because then you memory muscle, you grow up learning and knowing how to do this.
Yeah.
Interesting too, I read that you used to work out Claire's.
Claire's.
Yeah.
Clark's, you mean? Clark's. Yeah, Clark's, the shoe shop.
Clark's.
Do you know? You guys don't have Clark's?
No, we don't have, we do have it, right? Yeah, we have it here. Yeah. Yeah, we have it.
Wait, you have Clark's in America? I was shocked that you had Skechers yesterday. Oh, you guys have Skechers here? I thought Skechers was a UK thing so much.
No, the light up Skechers are like clutch, bro.
No. No.
You gotta get a pair.
I mean, maybe. The shoes that breathe, like, that's what I remember about them. But, like, yeah, so Clark's. I used to work in Clark's, yeah. That was...
How was that? Was that like your first job?
I was actually explaining the story yesterday. It wasn't my first. It was like maybe second or third, but I had to commute there every day. And basically I had to measure kids' feet for, like, back to school. I measured this, like, I was measuring like I don't know, 50 kids like a day. Like, they just had to stand here, and I just, like, have to, like...
Put your feet in the scale.
Yeah, and it was adorable, especially when the little babies. But there was this, like, 3-year-old, 4-year-old boy that, like, I was measuring the feet of. And then I just remember, like, I wasn't looking properly. I was just looking at the chart. And then, like, I just felt, like, this warm, like, liquid in my... this warmth suddenly hit my hand. And then I just looked over, and he peed on my hand. And I was just like... I just have to get out of here.
So
I
did you
just
quit
left.
that day?
I didn't quit. I quit the next day because I also remember I was having, the manager was annoying me because every time I mean, this is going to sound funny, but every time I didn't want to come in, she would obviously not, she would, it's kind of weird. I, for some reason, thought that I was the one that could organize my schedule, not the manager. So I would tell her I'm not coming. But now I look back, I'm like, how did I think that I could just do that? So every time I tell her I don't want to come in today, or I can't come in today, she'd be like, mad at me, and I'd be like, why are you mad? Like, this is me. I'm the one that chooses. And then I realized I was only 15 or something, so I was an idiot.
You're like, no, you don't get to choose your schedule. We give you a schedule.
It was crazy. I was so sick. But yeah, after the P gate, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
So now parents like myself, those are the things we know not to let our kids do, okay? Don't let your kids pee on the person that's measuring their feet.
But that's the thing, the parents didn't even, they like waited until I had to say something, even though I'm sure they didn't, you know what I'm saying? And then they just lifted the kid up and, like, they didn't say sorry or anything. I swear they didn't even
pass you a wipe to wipe your hand off?
Even, I swear to you, they didn't even say sorry or look me in the eye.
Give you some hand sanitizer?
They just walked off. I was like, you're...
No. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's talk about the music that you're making now versus, I know you dropped your mixtape back in 2021. Mm-hmm. It was like the height of, like, the pandemic.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God. Was that stressful for you?
No.
Or was that your outlet?
That was, what, the pandemic?
No. Like, you know how, like, artists couldn't tour and stuff like that? So, like, putting the music out your outlet?
Pure bliss, because, as I said, like, performing, it's like, I mean, to be fair, even back then, I don't think I would have been ready to perform necessarily, but no, it was good that it was the pandemic itself wasn't good, but I mean, like, releasing during the pandemic was like, you had people's attention like right there because no one's really doing anything or going out anymore really. So it was actually like honestly the best time to release. Yeah. That was like the only advantage of it, obviously, but like that was a good time to release for sure.
Yeah. And you had a couple of records that did really well before the Boys Are Liars.
I have a few. Yeah. I have a few, yes.
Yeah, you have a few. Like, do your research, people. She has a few. But obviously, you know, Boys Are Liars, the crossover record for the American audience that kind of went Billboard,
this is the thing,
right?
What I'm realizing is like, this is a thing. It's like, I keep saying, because people say that a lot, and most of my other songs, the big ones, are bigger over here than in the UK. However, the thing about Boys Are Liars is because it's way more of a like, my music generally speaking is meant for like a more niche audience. It's not necessarily chart music. Not saying I'm not glad I'm so happy it charted. But what I'm saying is my regular music is for a more niche audience. So there's no part of me that ever expects this whole group of people to understand or to really, not understand because it's understandable, but as in like to really, you know, think embrace it. There you go. But that being said, no, like, there's a misconception. The songs that I have before that did well, like, those songs are bigger over here than they are where I'm from, for sure. Wow. So, see, that's an interesting thing. But a lot of people wouldn't think about it because the group that it caters for in the US is, like, a niche crowd. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. Yes, yeah. This and Boys Are Liars more of a diverse crowd.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it was a really big change from, it was a complete... Because when I released it, I did still think to myself, this sounds like it would still be for like...
Your audience, your niche audience.
And initially it was, and I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, it's a nice little thing for the fans. And then like, obviously when the remix happened and everything and it got like huge, I was like, oh, I did not expect this to translate at all. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. That's the craziest part.
So was it, like, how did you and Ice Spice hook up? Was it like slide in my DMs or I just like her, so let me hit her up?
Yeah, literally, I feel like that's the best way to do it. I feel like any other way is just so forced. And I saw that she was following me. I DM'd her, like, OMG, I didn't even know you, like, thank you for, like, because she posted the song, so I was like, oh my God, thank you, or something like that. And then, like, I just was like... I don't know. You know what? I think I just remember I was sending her like a few beats, I guess, just as like options and stuff. And I sent over like a few drum and bass ones, like, and a few like, I guess more stuff like electronic ones. Cause I just really, really want to, and I still do want to hear her on like some drum and bass. I think that would be so cool. Or just something like, I don't know, like garage or just two-step. I still want to hear that. But I sent her Boys Are Liars like an open for it. And I think she was like, let's try this one to start off with because I guess like it's already a finished song and stuff. And then, so that's how it happened really.
Did they tweak the beat underneath it a little bit to add that drill kind of like that?
No,
that was already like there?
That. The whole, it was the same beat.
Wow, because it's interesting because... you know, not knowing this, I'm like, I wonder if they kind of tweak the beat underneath to kind of go
match with the like rap. So I literally, funnily enough, I didn't, because I was one that I feel like I was one that had to like basically alter like where her bit was gonna go. So I was the one that I literally just straight up removed my second verse from my original song. And then I just left it and I was like, here you go. And I was like thinking to us, I was like, oh, I was like, I feel like I should have tweaked the beat a little bit. But then I was like, if I tweak the beat, then I feel like it's just too, like, you don't ever have to overcomplicate anything.
Yeah. And then, by the way, though, that drill kind of sound originated from London. Like, it came from there. So it's interesting that you said that because that was always a question in my head.
Are you talking about the bass?
The bass,
See, that's so interesting that you think that's drill because when I hear it, I think it's like a funk. I think it's like funky, but you think it's drill, so that's interesting. But I think the only reason I think like I'm like maybe I'm thinking it's funk and you're thinking it's because the producer of it, Muramasa, like I remember, I don't know, I think there was a weird part of him that was trying to incorporate drill in it, and I think there was a weird part of him that wasn't thinking about it too much. But I guess that's just props to him as a producer, really, because he just managed to like, because you're right, like the drill element, like. it's really a song for everyone. Like the more I realize,
Yeah. It's an amazing song. Amazing. So when can we expect another project from you? Or you
like October? Oh no, sorry. Like some point. I don't know.
Whenever you're ready, right?
Schmocktober. That's not a real month, so I didn't even say it. It's just like any time, some point, soon. But like it is gonna be a body of work. That's like I can say that. I just don't know when.
Yeah. Well, listen, it was a pleasure talking to you today. I had a whole lot of fun with you. I could sit here and talk to you all day.
Oh, thank you.
But I'm sure you have like other things you gotta do and whatnot. And
not really, but no, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I want to go to Coney Island. I want to go to Coney Island.
Oh, nice.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been. Okay, so you got to eat the oysters. Have you?
What?
Do you like oysters?
Yeah, I think I've had an oyster, but I didn't know you could get them from Coney Island.
Yes, you have to. They're known for oysters, shucking oysters. So you have to try the oysters.
Yeah.
I'm not a meat eater, but I hear the hot dogs are really good.
Oh, okay. I can't eat those, but I'll smell them. I'll smell it. And or I'll see people enjoying it and live vicariously through them.
Yeah. Pizza, you gotta have the pizza.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so make sure you get that. And then you gotta do the rides. Are you a roller coaster girl?
That's the whole reason I'm going.
Yeah.
The food they could serve me garbage. I would, but like the rides is what I'm there for.
Yeah. So you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good day. It's a good day to do it too.
Good. I'm gonna. Do you have to take a boat to get there?
No boat. You don't have to take a boat. You could drive,
Okay,
and it's on the beach. The beach is not, the best looking beach in the world, but don't get in the water.
Whoa, no.
I will recommend staying out the water because you don't know if there's gonna be a diaper or a dead body rolling up on you. So.
Oh my God. No.
Everybody from Coney Island gonna be so mad at me right now, but it's a fact. But you're gonna have a good time. What else is there to do in Coney Island? We got to play the games.
All the arcades?
All the arcades.
Okay, I love those.
Yeah. They don't have no escape rooms, but they do have some fun bumper cars. You could do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
fun.
so you're gonna have a good day.
No, I hope so. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah.
Oysters.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. It's PinkPantheress, my special guest today for tapping in. It's Hot 97.